Well, I made it. I just pushed off from Willow Beach. There's the paddlecraft spot right back there. The journey begins. Here we go. I'm gonna go to the gauger's house. I think it's like a mile upstream, so that'll be fun. See you there. So I'm averaging 2.2 miles per hour. It's not bad. Making good time. I love it. I met some guys down in Crane's Nest Canyon, and they were like, look, half of this stuff floods. And when I went and looked at the campsites, it was just big rocks. So they said, hey, go down, about like a third of a mile. And I did. It wasn't far. Like, look for this giant rock, which is just this big rock protruding out here. Pretty cool because it's got like a low cover, and they're like, hey, has nice sandy beaches. At 8 o'clock, they said the dam release gets really big. So they said, obviously, when I look at, where it typically goes, probably like right about there, it's probably about a foot and a half more, which, probably goes back pretty far, right? So as you can see, this is a huge beach. So I'm hoping that I can find a spot back here somewhere and set up camp. There's a lot of flies, but I hear there's flies at all these beachheads, so I have bug nets, so that works. Someone left some wood. Ooh, it is hot out of the shade. That is a cool looking canyon. Not a lot of critter tracks either, so that's a good sign. This looks like tire tracks. No. Yeah, it's beautiful. Let's camp for the night. As long as the water doesn't get too high, should be good. Absolutely peaceful out here. Just so quiet. It's nice to relax and get away. The last boat I saw go upstream just came through a little while ago. The water is super flat and calm. Slight breeze along the water. I think I'm at Horseshoe Rapids. I think that's what it's called right here. It's really not rapids right now. It's just, it's almost like a big eddy. And so there's ripples on the water. You can really hear the water moving and just turning in a big clockwise eddy. Yeah, it'll be good for sleeping. So I'm excited. And it's nice because this big old rock is shielding me from the sun, because it's about 110 out right now. So yeah, it's not bad. This is really nice. Well, that escalated quickly. Where I had assumed the water line would be quickly disappeared. So I had to move my tent back twice. I brought my kayak halfway up, and I tied a line to it and then around one of the legs of the tent. So I guess if it goes afloat, I'll feel it. It'll start tugging on the tent. So I don't think it's going to go any higher. But who knows? It's been surprising me so far. Wild. So it's now 5:45. Daylight's starting to break. It was kind of a horrible night. When I first started to kind of settle down for the evening, I started getting a headache. So I started pounding more water and everything. But it got worse throughout the night. And I had realized that I got way too dehydrated. So I made sure to just keep drinking water throughout the night. Took some Tylenol. But yeah, I had a headache all night long. And then I almost fell asleep around 2. And then a boat came by. And that was interesting. That was like some kind of like hillbilly stuff. It was like a fishing boat just trolling by. And the guy was like whistling into the thick of it. And they were talking strange. So it was just like, I was hyper vigilant at that point. Cause I was like, what are they doing? And then I started to fall asleep around 3:30. Yeah, it was later. Anyways, and I fell asleep for maybe 30 minutes. And these two guys came kayaking up the river. Yeah, it was around like 3:30. Just yelling and having a loud conversation. And I mean, it was booming throughout the canyon. And then they stayed right in front of me. There's kind of like a little lagoon or something right here. I mean, just yelling. Having a great old time, but just yelling. So I sat here longer, and like I said, still in pain. Like my, I don't know if it's these trees. Allergies flared up. Stuffed up, couldn't breathe. It was hot until about 3 o'clock. Like 2:50-ish is when I noticed the temperature started to drop to below 100. So around 4 a.m. it got to around I think like 88 or something like that. I finally fell asleep and just woke up. And it's, like I said, it's like 5:45. Sun's starting to break a little bit. I'm gonna let my eyes adjust. I'm gonna get up, move the kayak close to the water because now we're far away again. The dam release was way more substantial than I thought. So I'll take the kayak back towards the water. And then I'm going to start packing up the inside. Last night I had a bunch of scorpions crawling on the outside of my netting. I thought it was like some moss. So I went to flick it away and like it held on. I'm like, wait, what's going on? And I turned on my flashlight and looked. A bunch of scorpions. And I mean, they're the white ones. And they're probably about that big. Just crawling all over the netting. So now I'm kind of dreading tearing down the tent. So I'll probably just empty it. After I move the kayak, I'll just load up all the stuff. And then there's now a flat, clean patch over by the water. I'm going to pick up the tent and just shake it off as I carry it over there. And then just start tearing it down carefully, making sure there's no scorpions on it. And fold it up over there where it's flat. Because I'm kind of in a rocky area right now. Yeah, and then I'm going to have breakfast. Because of how just sick I felt last night, I might make today my last day. You know, just, I'm not going to be a hero, you know. So I might eat a big breakfast, pound a bunch of, like half my water rations, make a bunch more, you know, purify a bunch more water. And that way it can just kind of sit while I paddle. And I'll paddle up to the dam. And then see some of the features I want to see and just, you know, head back downstream. I figure if I push off by like 6:37, give me about an hour. Yeah, about an hour or two to get up to the dam. The river's really calm right now. That should get me up there. Fish are jumping, but it's just calm. It's gonna be even right here where the rapids were loud last night. That way I can stop at the hot springs and check it out and check out some of the cool things I wanted to see. But I basically saw everything on the lower half of the trail here down to Willow Beach. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't really need to stop at them again, to be honest. I might stop in Emerald Cave if it's not busy. But I think the smart thing to do would be, pull out before midday, because it got to 112 degrees last night, or yesterday, during the heat right before the sun went down. I pulled a weather report through my inReach, and it's supposed to be 111 today. I mean, which is fine, but, you know, when my goal was just to travel up and down the river, and I mean, really, I was going to stay at the Arizona Hot Springs tonight, so the one feature that I wanted to really explore was a hot springs for extra time, with it being so hot like this, it's kind of the spending extra time out at it is kind of rendered moot, if you would. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm having a great time still, even with last night being kind of whoa. If I wasn't feeling bad, I mean, it would have been probably a great night's sleep. But if my headache doesn't improve, and you know, I'll just have to gauge it. But I'm gonna make it to the dam. I'm gonna have some fun. But I don't think I can do another night if the heat's this bad, I think. So we'll see. I didn't plan for the heat like this, so I planned for closer to 100. So that did take me off guard. Yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna clean up, go make breakfast, pack up, and then head upstream. So you can see how far up the water came. Came up all the way up over here. I thought I was gonna be safe right here. I had to move way out there by the tree line. That's crazy. Look at how crystal clear and still that water is right now. I'll try to catch it if a boat comes racing by. But I mean, worth it. That's my morning view. So, no complaints today. All right, heading out of camp. Leave no trace. Off to the dam. Let's go. Made it to Arizona Hot Springs. Pretty cool, very nice looking area. Whew. Having a good time. My body's not though. I'm gonna have to really assess myself, see if I should keep going or just turn back now. We'll have to know my limits, so we'll see. I'll think about it for a minute. Made it. There it is. My trip is done. That's all I wanted to see. Too bad I can't go up there, but maybe the light will come back eventually. So I've decided to turn back. My migraine's getting a little worse, or I don't even know if it's just a bad headache or not, but yeah, my head's just killing me. I had just Tylenol on me. It ain't working. I can't have another night like last night, so I'm gonna head back towards the marina. Just enjoy the rest of the day and head home a day early. Maybe go get some rest and eat a pizza or something. So let's get on it. I made it. I'm so done. Tired. My body didn't hold out, but I made it. So, gotta go load this thing on the car.